Once upon a time, in a peaceful village nestled between whispering hills, there lived a young man named Hiko. Though kind and curious, Hiko was burdened with a restless mind. He was always thinking, always analyzing, dwelling on the past, and worrying about the future. His thoughts never stopped. No matter what he did, his heart could not find peace. One day, Hiko heard a tale of a Zen Master who lived atop a distant, lonely mountain. A sage said to know the secret to stillness. Without hesitation, Hiko set off on the long and lonely journey. Through forests, across rivers, and up the steep mountain path he climbed, determined to find answers. At last, he arrived. There, sitting in silence beneath a blossoming tree, was the Zen Master, eyes closed, unmoving like a mountain himself. Hiko bowed deeply. "Master," he said, "my mind is noisy. I cannot find peace. I beg you, teach me how to empty my mind." The Master slowly opened his eyes. A quiet smile formed. "Empty your mind," he whispered. "Very well. I will teach you." He led Hiko to a small courtyard where a large stone basin was filled to the brim with water. Beside it stood a smaller, empty bowl. The Master handed Hiko a wooden ladle. "Your task," he said, "is to empty this basin into the smaller bowl. But not a single drop must be spilled." Hiko hesitated. The task seemed impossible. The small bowl could never hold all that water. Still, he accepted. He scooped and scooped hour after hour. But the basin never seemed to empty. Water splashed. His hands trembled. His mind grew more restless, more frustrated. The Master watched quietly. Then he stepped forward and placed a gentle hand on Hiko's shoulder. "You try so hard to empty the basin," he said, "but you've forgotten the first step. To empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Hiko blinked. "But how?" The Master smiled softly. "Let go of your thoughts. Let go of your fears, your need to succeed. Be present, just this moment. Feel the scoop, feel the water, nothing else." Hiko closed his eyes and breathed. He let go. No more rushing, no more thinking, just movement, just presence. And something shifted. Scoop by scoop, with silence in his mind, the basin began to empty, effortlessly. At last, the final drop slid into the bowl. He looked up, wide-eyed. "You see, Hiko," the Master said, "when you empty your mind, you become one with the task. The universe flows through you, and everything falls into place." From that day on, Hiko carried this truth in his heart. Peace was never somewhere to be found. It was something to be felt within. If this story brought you even a moment of stillness, imagine what more you'll find in the next one. Subscribe to walk this journey with us, like if it resonated, and share in the comments what brings you inner peace. This is more than just a channel. It's a place to return to when your mind needs quiet. See you in the next one.